Hello all, this is my new video from the Deep Diver, and I'm seeing a really worrying trend. The long and short of it is, people see kindness as a weakness. Let me say that again. People are seeing kindness as a weakness. And people have been taken advantage of for forever. Let's be honest here. There's always been somebody painting somebody else's fence, let's be honest right here. But I think it's reaching a level that is just unprecedented, unfathomable, where I was told growing up everything's a scam, and man, I'm starting to believe that. I think a lot of people are too, or they're waking up. And I don't believe kindness is a weakness, personally. It goes a long way. I just think people are getting less receptive to it. Like they feel there's something in it for them, or they're feeling it's a trick. Which, I'll admit that. I feel it's too good to be true. It usually is. And I have fell for several scams or contrivances over my lifetime. I'm not going to say I haven't. And it's really sad. I believe it comes from a low trust, high fear society where I think we're heading on every avenue, where you can be judged and convicted of just the most minor of things, the most mundane things. And it's like, what do you do when at any point you could be subjectively subdued by society or made to be a pariah for no reason? People usually don't want to be in those situations. I don't blame them. That's why I believe Gen Z is acting much different from other generations, because we can record everything. We can make records. We have receipts. That's the most terrifying thing you can hear these days. I have the receipts. I have the proof. I have the evidence, which is the most terrifying thing to a subjective world, is evidence. It's truth, whether you want to hear it or not. In my book, tagline was "Truth hurts, honesty kills." I still believe that. We need honesty. We need honest people. And the more older I get, the more I'm seeing that as like a dying breed. And times are tough. You gotta do what you gotta do. But one thing I know for real, kindness is not a weakness. And karma's real. Karma's very real. I've seen it countless times. What you put in, you get back, usually tenfold. And yeah, we we can't go on like this, because the kindness of human milk is going sour by the day and getting less of it. And what's the point when you can't feel like you did a good job or you can do something for others? Altruism is not a bad thing, but has been very much decimated by greedy intentions and selfishness. And we're feeling the ramifications of that. Greed is rampant all across the world, and I can point out several things that America, as an American, makes no sense to me or the rest of the world. Healthcare, transportation, and I see a lot of prices falling. A lot of people come to the conclusion they can't get what they want from something, and I'm tired of haggling with people, really, when it comes to a lot of things. Like, for instance, my book was $5. $5. If you're like, that's too much for a book, I'm like, well, maybe for you. Just say you don't want to read it, okay? I don't like people using poverty as a shield. Okay, people still go to the casinos, they go to the bars. Alcoholism's going up very much so, drunk driving, all that. And it's just like, when this happened, I grew my life on trying to be kind, understanding, and I feel like I lost my life. That doesn't matter. That all I did was for wasteful nothingness. I'm getting much angrier, much more cynical. Again, I think I'm using it as a shield, as a coping mechanism, but it's the best I got. I blame myself. I don't blame others. I use everything as a lesson. And people aren't trying to learn anymore from lessons. It's very sad. And I'm trying to write my books trying to bring kindness or the idea of it back, of humanity. Altruism's even seen in the animal kingdom, for gosh sakes. And what does that make us when kindness is slowly on life support? I like to wonder what people were kind to you. I could go several videos on just how people were kind to me and made a difference in my life. I want to focus on the positive on this channel, but it's getting much harder to do so. And I want to say thank you to all who listen to these videos and hope you can discuss with me. Thank you. Have a nice day.